Infographics are a great tool for explaining complex information in a simple and engaging way. In this video, I'm going to show you a few different infographic solutions, explain why using them is a fantastic idea, and show a few examples of how to use them to add clarity to your pitch deck. I've developed pitch decks for every kind of business, from startups to listed corporations, and I've learned a few things along the way, which is why I started creating these videos. I wanted to share what I've learned with you so that you can hit the road knowing you have the best pitch deck possible. If you're out there pitching, then you need to subscribe to my channel, Pitch Decks Wow Investors. I'll be posting videos every week with great ideas you can use to improve your pitch deck. Hit the bell and you'll be notified when they are posted. Hi, I'm Antonia from aok.com.au, and I love working with companies just like yours to clearly present your business to the world. If there ever was such a thing, I would be a business clarity champion. When a client sends me their pitch deck, I love immersing myself in the message and figuring out the strengths and weaknesses of their business message. With more than 10 years successfully developing pitch decks, I'm very good at it. And today we're going to be focusing on infographics. If you're having trouble explaining a complex process to an investor, or maybe your amazing data isn't exciting to anyone but you, then you definitely need an infographic. Here's a bonus tip for you. Infographics are reportedly 30 times more likely to be read than text. And if done correctly, an infographic can be worth 1,000 words. That's why infographics are such a great tool for pitch decks, where time and space are limited. I don't know if you know this, but there are actually 3 types of infographics: data visualization, information design, and editorial design. I'll explain each one so that you know which one might work best for you in the future. Are you with me so far? If you are, write AOK in the comments below. Let's start with the most popular infographic, data visualization. Data visualization is pretty much what it sounds like. It's an infographic that turns data into a graphic. An infographic can be as simple as an image to highlight an important piece of data, like this one, which illustrates a statistic of 1 in 3 people. It's a nice solution and easily understood. And that's what we are looking for in a pitch deck. And here's our next infographic. No doubt you've seen this kind of infographic in your travels. They are all over the web and are really useful in creating bite-sized chunks of information people can digest easily. If you want to illustrate a lot of data in an engaging way, then you might like to try experimenting with this kind of infographic. Now let me demonstrate how an infographic works better than a graph or a table. Here you can see a table supplied by a client to illustrate the aircraft noise reduction in jets. The data shown here doesn't present their important point clearly, and in a pitch deck that's not going to work, as we don't have time to explain to investors what these numbers really mean. But when I create an infographic, this is where the magic happens. Suddenly the data is easy to understand and the point comes across at a glance. That is the power of an infographic. Creating infographics isn't rocket science. You simply need to look at your data and draw out the main message you are trying to make. If you're having trouble doing this, reach out to me. My contact details are below. Let's move on to information design. Information design is brilliant for explaining a complex process so that people can make sense of it quickly. Take a look at this sample and try to imagine how many words you would need to explain this development process. This infographic certainly does its job of creating clarity by making the process visual rather than verbal. Your investors will thank you if you can make your data more engaging like this. And finally, there are editorial infographics. You don't often see these in pitch decks as they are meant to be read, kind of like a visual story. They're a great option when you need to combine data, processes, and chronology, but they contain too much information for a single slide. If you're using an infographic like this in your pitch deck, I strongly suggest you rethink your story and create a series of slides to build the message in stages. Pitch decks aren't meant to contain content that needs a lot of heavy reading to be understood. They are meant to be a short, crisp series of key points. If you're thinking about using an infographic in your pitch deck, then I suggest you get it underway, as it can also be used on your website or in your promotional material, making it an excellent investment. Now you've seen how much clarity an infographic can bring to your presentation, the next question is, do you have all the key points that investors are looking for in your pitch deck? If you want to double check you have done that, download my free guide. You'll find the PDF link below, and it will guide you through the 15 key points you need to cover in your pitch deck, plus some tips on how to expand on those points. Share the love by liking my video and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Creating a powerful pitch deck isn't easy, and let's face it, sometimes you just need someone else's opinion on whether you're on the right track. Go to the website link in the description below and upload your current presentation there. I'll take a look and let you know if your strategic message is on the right track, or give you a quick guide on what could be tweaked to get the most out of your presentation. Or if you need help with the design of your pitch deck, you'll find 4 solutions there to suit every budget. After all, you don't get a second chance to impress investors, so getting your pitch deck right should be your primary goal. Are you currently using infographics in your pitch deck? Let me know in the comments below. Type yes or no. Don't forget, you are following your dream, so keep on pitching with passion. You are just one pitch away from success.